It's a fact of life that many times we ignore God until we really need something. And then we start to make those deals. You know, I'll do this for you if you do this for me. Come on, I know many of you have done that. But so many times it's in that desperate place that we experience something completely unexpected, even miraculous. That is the story of my guest today, Selena Jamal. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So great to have you here. And I'm looking forward to telling your story. You know, you grew up with some challenges in your life. Tell me what it was like growing up.
Well, I grew up in a Islamic home, and my parents divorced, and then I was just like abused, and it was really hard. So always by myself, like trying to seek who God was, and it was really hard. So
Really confusing.
yeah, really confusing.
And, you know, like it happens, I think, with so many people. As you grew up and you started meeting men and dating, a lot of those men were abusing you as well.
Yes, yes. It wasn't easy because it's like I didn't know who my Heavenly Father was, so they were the first examples. And then with my biological father, he was also abusive, so there was no knowledge of who God is.
So it's almost like your idea of love was abuse in a sense.
Yes.
And so when men abused you, that's kind of part of the whole package.
Yes, yes.
And we're talking like physical abuse too,
Yes,
right?
physical, emotional.
So what did you do then in response to that, you know, that void that you were feeling of love in your life?
I was seeking it in the wrong places, like with men, with money, with all those like worldly stuff.
Kind of what a lot of people do,
Yeah.
partying,
Partying.
drugs, alcohol. And was any of that helping to dull that pain?
No, nothing would fill the void. Like I would just keep doing it, and it just got worse and worse every time. And then I finally came to the end of myself. So
At that moment, you tried to take your own life.
yes, I
Tell
did.
me about that. What got you there and what happened?
So I was just really depressed, really upset, and I just said, "What's the point? Like I keep doing everything, and nothing's filling this void. So I'm done." So I overdosed, and my dad came home like miraculously because he doesn't leave his work, and he found me, and God used him to save me through that.
Wow, that's your stepdad.
Yeah, my stepfather, yes.
So, you know, I think sometimes like you make a decision to end your life and it's very final, and then you find yourself on the other side of that going, okay, now I'm here. What am I here for? So what did you do next then?
I went through a whole other process, like with antidepressants, and then I was using the antidepressants, so it was a long process. And then I got in a relationship, and he wasn't as bad as the other men, so I stayed, and then down the line I got pregnant. It was still a toxic relationship, and then, yeah, it was...
You know, you think about what you said, it doesn't fill the void. Did you think that the problem was with you, or did you think the problem was that the people around you?
It was both, actually. I thought at first, what's my problem? Like, why won't anyone, like, fill that void for me? And then it was like, I found that everyone was just disappointing me as well, so it's hard.
So you met this guy who treated you better than the other guys.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but
Still wasn't that great.
yeah, it wasn't that great either.
And you found out you were pregnant. So tell me
Yes.
what happened with him when you got pregnant.
So I got pregnant, and basically he said to me that this is not for me. I'm not ready for this. Like I can't do this. Like, get rid of it. Like, get rid of your pregnancy. And I was like, well, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, and at that time I was still kind of seeking God, and I just knew it was wrong. So I made this decision to keep my daughter, and she's 2 now, and yeah, she's just amazing.
So, we're going to come back. We're going to finish your story in just a minute. So
Yes.
you are there, you are pregnant, not just your boyfriend, but a lot of people in your life are telling you to get rid of the baby.
Yes.
So you're feeling pretty alone at this point, right? When we come back, here she is alone and pregnant, but she still had hope for this new life, and then tragedy strikes. Find out what happened in just a moment.